Good morning. Welcome to our overview of our newest product. I'm Michael Kraus, CEO of Dark Yeti. With me, I have our CTO and our Chief Commercial and Customer Officer. And I'm going to let them tell you a little bit more about what we're talking about today. Thank you.
Hi, Isaiah, CTO of Dark Yeti and creator of ScormBench. I'm going to send it over to Jacob, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the why and the story behind ScormBench.
Thank you, creator of ScormBench. So I am Jacob. Super excited to get to talk to you guys today about why we created ScormBench. So ScormBench is, the name clearly implies, it is a tool for Scorm. So Scorm is the most common type of compressed package for e-learning that's used to deliver e-learning to different consumption systems where a student's actually going to interact and consume the content. ScormBench, though, is not only for Scorm. So I want to make sure we are clear on that before we jump in here. It's actually a very versatile tool for any e-learning package at all. It's very powerful tool that we get to show you today. But we started ScormBench to address specific issues with e-learning packages that we've encountered over the years. So all three of us have worked extensively in e-learning and learning management systems in the SaaS space, right? And with any online training, it's very, very likely you will run into problems once you actually launch the product and you have hordes of users coming in. All of a sudden, something that made it clean through QA is lighting up your support and services teams. And so we were digging into everything that I mentioned previously. We were digging into what is the source issue? Where could this be coming from? Is it the network? Is it the platform? Is it the Scorm package? And whenever the question goes back to, is it the Scorm package, it's extraordinarily hard to actually test and verify the Scorm package itself outside of having a QA team sit and go through it.
How do they test, like, before ScormBench, like, what are the options, I guess, in the market out there?
So the options in the market today are live human beings testing the Scorm package. Even your major Scorm provider, if you reach out to them, and I've reached out to them, I've interacted with all of them, if they do agree to help test your Scorm package to verify that it's functioning, they will have real life human beings sit down, 10, 12 people at the same time, and take the Scorm package. So that's obviously not going to find a critical component to why Scorm packages actually fail in these scenarios, which is consecutive users. So without going into how and why that would happen with the Scorm package and the deep, dark technical jungle there, we ascertained with this particular use case, which actually solved the mystery for a lot of different use cases, that it was in fact the Scorm package itself that was crashing with around 2,000 people taking the course at the same time. Mm-hmm. And there was no way to test for that. There's not a support team on the planet, for the most part, that has 2,000 people being paid to take one Scorm package at the same time and see if it's working.
That's even popular tools like Scorm Cloud, right? Like they have a facility to sort of mirror or mock up an LMS run, but the users that you're utilizing are real users. They're labor. It's a physical.
It's not automated. It's not programmatic, mm-hmm. and it can't actually test at scale.
Right. Yeah. So there's limited or no options, what we found in our research.
So in this use case, we bounced it around for 6 months trying to figure out this issue, and no changes to the network, no changes to the delivery system made any difference. There was zero continuity between devices used and networks used and different things like that. This tool that we built, that Isaiah built, it actually tells you exactly what the issue is with your Scorm package, if there is one. And it does that in seconds to minutes. So if you have a 40-hour course, you're not going to have to pay somebody to sit there for 40 hours to, take the course and try to find where errors might be. And you're also not going to have to juggle different versions of the course. Because if you take away, if it's a time requirement, 40-hour course, typically it means you have to spend 40 hours. If you remove all the time requirements, so you test it, so the testing doesn't take 40 hours, then you might be removing what's causing a bug, right? And so it's not an authentic test. So then you actually have to do 40-hour tests. But ScormBench will generate users artificially into the tens of thousands and beyond. And it will run 50,000 users against a Scorm package or whatever market size you might have for how many students are taking your course. Even if it's 10 to 20, right? With these issues can still happen.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. We found files and testing that failed at 10 users. So that's not even, we don't have to jump all the way to 50,000. You are going to see that in those higher, more enterprise scale. But even if you have a smaller user base, we've still found issues and have been able to address them using this.
Exactly. And this tool, it doesn't just tell you that the Scorm package doesn't work when there's 10 users taking it at the same time. It tells you exactly why it doesn't work, and it tells you exactly how to fix it without you having to know anything in detail about how the Scorm package works in the first place. So it's very powerful. It all happens in seconds to minutes, and it actually creates reports and all sorts of other tools that we've built in there to help not just the individual e-learning packages to function and be compliant, but also for your content team writ large, right? To be able to track these things and certify that they are going to function exactly under these metrics that are required and launch it without having any issues to your clients.
Excellent. So should we take a look? When you go to ScormBench.com, you'll find there's all kinds of options, and you can do this all yourself. You can log in, you can start testing, you can have your own account, and choose the levels you want. There's a free, your first month is free. It's great value to get started. But also you might work for an enterprise company or a federal or a public service organization. We would love to talk to you because there's more features. There's API integrations. There's automation we can put right into your file structures so that this is literally just a turnkey thing. You submit your creative work as a draft. It runs through the validation process in ScormBench, and you have a punch list of what needs to be done. We run it again until it is validated and certified, and now you're good to go. So Iz is going to show us this first step in today's video series on getting that Scorm file in the system and running. Cheers, Isaiah.
It's really simple. Once you're logged in, anywhere on the site, you can find an upload button, either on your dashboard or in that header. Choose how many users you need to run it against. Select your file, hit run, and you're done. It's as simple as that. As soon as you hit run, you can see in your past uploads list for tracking that file is already running in there. You can go to your reports and see alongside all the past tests that you've done that is currently running. And that's it. That's the entire extent of the effort it takes.
Hit run and then you're done. I love it. It's the easy button. And this happens. You can come back later if you want, but it happens really fast. Like I said, you're seeing the self-service version of this. We have an enterprise version as well. We'd love to hear from you. Hit the contact button. Let us know what your questions are. And again, don't miss the next video episode. We're going to be talking about the next thing. Appreciate you. Have a great day.